Hi, so I decided to do a surprise live because I have not been able to commit to scheduling one because my schedule has just been like weird lately. So hopefully some people show up. I usually will do lives every now and then, but usually it's mostly by request. And Willow the cat was asking me when I was going to do another live, and I was like, I'll just do one tonight. And I don't know if they will be able to join or not, but um, hopefully, because that's why I did the live. So, but if not, it doesn't matter. It's always fun to do lives and hang out. But yeah, I'll just wait and see if any of you guys show up. I have been reading through this document that was a memo that was put out by the DOJ, Department of Justice, about institutionalization as it relates to people with mental illness. And it's really scary for me. Hey, Daniel, how's it going? I'm so glad you're here. I always like whenever I do a surprise live, cause I just sometimes it's hard to schedule it cause I don't want to let anybody down. And so it'll be like, oh, I'm feeling good today. Why don't I do a live and see what everyone's up to? How are you doing? I know you've been going through some stuff lately. With I know you left a message a while. I even asked Jess about you because you left a comment and said that you were in Mania, and I was like, hey Jess, have you heard from Daniel? And she said that she hadn't heard from you. So I'm glad that you commented recently because I wanted to make sure you were okay. Because it matters to me. You matter. Everyone matters to me. But anyways, without me getting all goofy, what are you up to today? What have you been doing? I don't know if you remember my friend Athena, but she called today. I don't know how long. My psychiatrist said I was stable enough to work right now. That's cool. Do you want to work right now? Where are you working at? I mean, I think is that a good thing? It should be a good thing. Hi, if you're just tuning in, my name is Steph. I have bipolar disorder. I'm hanging out with Daniel. We're talking about bipolar disorder and living with bipolar disorder. If that's something you're interested in, please join the convo. Hi, Jabir bin Mohammed Abdullah. Wasn't typo. My psychiatrist. Oh, wasn't. Oh, okay. Well, it's always good to listen to your psychiatrist, right? I mean, what are you going to do about it? Can you get disability? Because I tried and they wouldn't give it to me, and it's really hard to get it. And it's really funny how the government here operates in the US in terms of disability as it relates to mental health. Because when I applied, it was more about they agreed that I could never do the job that I did before, but they're like, well, you could be a barista or you could work in retail. And so they didn't give it to me, and I just never reapplied. But I also had a really, really awful lawyer, a really bad one. But anyways, I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but this memo, I wish I could explain the recent DOJ memo about mental institute, about disabled, explain the recent DOJ about disabled people being institutionalized. So I guess there was this rule. Hi, tired platypus. Oh, there goes my eye twitching again. I did sleep last night though. So I posted a video about how my eye had been twitching and I didn't know if it was a side effect of my medication. Almost everyone said that it is caffeine or stress or non-sleep related. So I feel pretty confident. I'm not really worried that it's my medicine anymore. But yeah, stuff like that it can be scary. Hi, the Earth. Hey, Weston Neubauer. I think it's fine. Like, I've had this before. It was weird because it was happening a lot and it hasn't happened in several years. The last time it happened, I was on Abilify, and like, it totally could be stress related because I'm completely stressed out about something right now. There's the business that I left a review on, and they are sending me cease and desist, and I don't like to be silenced. So if you try to silence me, I'm going to get louder and louder. And so I've left several reviews on this company, and every time I leave a review, they get it taken down. And they're doing the same thing to somebody else because I see the same thing happening with the other person's review. It's still sitting on Yelp perfectly fine, just like mine and the other negative review. But I'll see hers on Google for like a day, and then it'll be off 2 days later. And so they're flagging, the business is flagging the reviews and trying to lie to the public about being a 5-star business when really they're just flagging bad reviews and getting them taken down. So I didn't even know that could happen. So that can happen, FYI. And that's been taking up a lot of headspace in me. I've been wanting to sue this doctor in small claims court because, long story, but yeah, so that's been stressful. But other than that, everything's been good. I wrote a pretty cool article on Substack yesterday. And one of you guys, let me see, is this light? Oh my God, that's so much better. What do we do here? We're talking, hi Ryan Armstrong. We're talking about bipolar disorder. Hold on. I just want to see, can you sing happy birthday? Happy birthday, Jack Jennings. Do you remember me, by the way? Weston, yes, I remember. You've been in the chat before. You were in the last couple of lives, weren't you? Anna Kisperian. I don't know who that is. Hello, King Louis. What's the story about the art on the wall? Oh, this one? Everybody always wants to know about the art. I will tell you about all of it. I like your name, LMAO. My real name or the bipolar person one? Or are you talking to someone else? I just tried to call you earlier. Mark Antoine Houston. I have been more in the depressed mixed right now. Yeah. I get that. It sucks when you're there, and sometimes you can get stuck there for a long time. And I spent a lot of time in depression and not even realizing how bad it was because you get so used to it. But it really is draining. It not like it's really draining, but I mean, like, it becomes such a part of your life that you just kind of have to like go through that. I don't, I'm losing my words. I can't speak right now. Okay, we were going to talk about my family's good. My husband's in the other room with the dogs, and I was going to show you guys this. That's the art. That is the only piece in here that's a print. Everything else is original. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me see the dogs. Hey, guys. Oh. My husband's having a heated conversation in the other room, so the dogs are all worried. A work thing. Oh, they're playing. They're playing. I'll just close the door. You don't need to hear any of that. I tag you and Tiffany, by the way. Hey, Daniel, thank you for modding. Strong. Oh, on that picture, I know it's amazing. Um, so anyway, yeah, sorry, I'm trying to get myself together. Oops. I love my dogs. My dogs are amazing. But what do you mean you tagged me and Tiffany Weston? Like on, I never, I can't, I haven't seen, maybe because I don't have the notifications on, but thank you. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. I love the support. Um, yeah, my dogs are crazy. They play and stuff. But anyways, okay, so this is like really important. You guys should know about this if you're know somebody with bipolar disorder. Like you should be talking to people in your um community about this because it's kind of freaky. Like the law hasn't changed, but like let me just tell you really quick. So the Department of Justice put out a memo saying that it's challenging federal disability rights that require states to provide in-home and community-based care. So they're challenging this thing called the integration mandate, which made it possible for people with mental illnesses and stuff to be in the community around them. So there's a specific decision, Olmsted versus Olmsted, that unnecessary institutionalization is a form of discrimination, meaning states are required to provide care in community settings if appropriate. But the things that this administration in the United States is so scary that like what happens if there's they're building all these facilities for ICE or data centers or whatever, like what if one of those is for mentally disabled people that they want to get rid of? I don't know, like it's just crazy. Hey, polar opposite. That's okay. I didn't announce this one or anything. I just kind of hopped on. I wanted to see I don't know. I had never done one in the evening. I was hoping I could catch Chanel because I haven't talked to her in forever. And she's like way on the other side of the globe. So I don't know what time it is there usually. So anyways, I like to keep in touch with you guys that I've known for a long time that follow the channel, that I met through the channel. And so I kind of, okay, bye Daniel. Thank you for hanging out. So I just kind of like go on when I feel like it, if I'm in the mood or whatever. But it looks like I'm definitely going to have to plan the next one because a couple of you guys can't stay and we don't have much going on in the questions area. But yeah, so I live with bipolar. I've had it my entire life. If you're new here and you're just passing through, I started this YouTube channel in 2020 to I was like desperate to tell my story. Like I had gone through 4 like major psychotic episodes. I'd lived with bipolar my whole life, and I just really I like felt like I had to like scream, like, why did it take so long for me to get diagnosed? Why did I have to go through all this? Oh my God, I don't want anyone else to ever have to go through this. And I really, really wanted to write a book, but I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to write a book because there was so much trauma. And it was so like I have bipolar 1 with psychosis, and I was undiagnosed until 9 years ago now. Man, I'm so old. So since when I got my diagnosis, it was kind of like shocking and everything. And I just had to do something. So I've been doing the YouTube channel since then, and recently been able to work on the book and stuff. Hey, cousins. Favorite Austrian painter? I don't know any Austrian painters. But if anybody has any questions about mental illness, I'm happy to answer any kind of questions about bipolar disorder, mood episodes, medications, stigma. It looks like this stream is getting bombed, but it's the automatic filter is on working. So hi, Lord Dementis, 1987. I'm bipolar 1 with psychotic features. So I experience psychosis and delusions and hear things, see things, believe things that aren't true. I can't hide it that people just pissed me off. Yeah. I mean, does marijuana make you paranoid? Yes, marijuana makes you paranoid. Makes everyone paranoid, I think. I think that's like one of the side effects. My ex-girlfriend was bipolar. She cheated on me. Do you think she valued our relationship? That's interesting. Yeah, Lord Dementis, 1987. That is irritability. That could be the irritability from bipolar disorder. I want to answer that question from Cousin Curtis real quick. My ex was bipolar. She cheated on me. Do you think she valued our relationship? I don't know. There are people who are just cheaters, and then there are people who have bipolar disorder and have symptoms. I was unfaithful to my husband when I had my psychotic episode the year after we got married, and I was out of my mind. It had nothing to do. I at the time believed that he was involved with another woman and he had a secret family. So I was completely delusional, out of my mind. I was not in reality. I was hypersexual, and that's what happened. And it had nothing to do with how much I love him. I wasn't in reality. I would never, ever, ever, ever in a million years do that if I was in my right mind. It was before I was diagnosed. Now I'm on medication. It's not something I would ever, ever, ever do again. I didn't know what was happening at the time. I was in a whole nother reality. And I saw something on TikTok this morning too that said, I'm starting to think my bipolar loved one always hated me, and it's now just coming out and because they're manic. And I was like, no, that's not true. That's not true at all. A lot of times our symptoms and us tend to get really confusing. That's interesting, Lord Dementis, that you said you're epileptic because the mood stabilizer that I take is actually an anti-epilepsy medicine. The medicine that I take for bipolar. But yeah, Bally Williams asked, do you know anything about bipolar, the illness? Absolutely. People, I'm not irritable. People are just stupid. You know what? I'm sorry, but I have to agree. They are. They are stupid. Because, let's see. Hold on. Thank you for sharing. That makes sense. It makes me feel better. Yeah, absolutely, Cousin Curtis. Yeah. That's like one of the big points of my channel. One of the big reasons why I do my channel is because I hurt everyone around me really, really bad when I was in psychosis. And I really wanted families to understand that there's symptoms, and that when we have episodes, that's not reality. So they're never deep-seated emotions that somebody actually has against us. Sometimes it's like I thought my mom and my stepdad were trying to kill me. And I was really, really awful to them. And my mom thought you, she's like, I always thought it was like, it was you, that was how you really felt or something. I'm like, no, are you crazy? Like, I thought you were trying to kill me. Are you crazy? But I'm the crazy one, right? but yeah, it's not real. It's there. If the person that you love and know is, and then when they go manic, are not the same people, because they're not in control. Their brain is not working right. It's not functioning. If we're talking about a manic episode, or there's the smaller symptoms in between, like irritability, depression. But if we're talking about like a episode, a manic episode, where the person isn't sleeping, where the person has insane amount of energy, it starts acting paranoid. Like, I'm talking about those kind of episodes when someone's in that state, their brain they're not even there. Like, it's, the illness is taken over. I get depressed at times, and I left my ex because of it. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me see. Okay. Somebody had a question. Don't people with bipolar have to take a lot of medication? The average amount of medication that somebody with bipolar takes is 6 pills. And that's usually because, like, it'll be like a med combo for some people. I've been lucky to where I've only been on one mood stabilizer for a very long time, but then I had to add an antipsychotic at times. I had to add a medicine for PTSD at times. But yeah, people with bipolar disorder do have to take a lot of medication. And we don't have the same luxuries that some people have. You know how you have like all these people these days who are like obsessed with Red 40 and natural flavors and Blue Lake 5, and they're like, I don't want any of that. That's all chemicals. I'm not buying any food with that. That will kill you. That's a toxic chemical. All those colors and stuff are in my medication. So I don't have the same luxury as most people. And there's also a lot of stigma around medication too. Like, people will judge you for taking medication. It's something that a lot of people who are diagnosed with bipolar disorder don't understand right away, is that, there's a lot of people who are very conspiracy theory driven, or even that, they'll think like, oh, they just want a quick fix to their problems, or they're just taking the easy way out. They don't look at psychiatric medication the same way they do insulin or blood pressure medication or a heart medication. They don't view it as the same. So for people with mental illness who have to take medication, there's kind of that like shame that is not deserved or necessary. Like, I don't want to say I'm not embarrassed I take medication. I'm not ashamed I'm proud of it. Like, people need to take medication if they have a mental illness. But it's rough. It's like one of those stigma things. Was that she doesn't love me and she doesn't care about me. I'm sorry, cousin Curtis. That sucks. Hi, Jeremy Johnson. My medication is smearing off. Everything is bad for you. Hey, Hey, Trey. Oh, it's so good to see you. Sometimes I do this, like, I'll do like a random surprise live, and then I'll be like, oh, Steph, why did you do this? You have people in your community that probably would have liked to know about this. But, but I get like paranoid sometimes to announce a live, and then, because I'm afraid I'm not gonna be able to follow through, or something's gonna happen, because I haven't had like real serious commitments in my life in I haven't had like an actual job where I have to do something. And sometimes I forget appointments, and like I forget a lot of stuff these days, like what day it is. Shoot, Jeremy, what's your question? Thank you, Cousin Curtis. I was commenting in just a short and then happened to check your channel and was like, yay, Steph Sabol. Yay, Trey. Yeah, Jess is doing a live tomorrow. It remind me on, I'm sure you'll post something on Substack and it will remind me. But she's doing a live tomorrow, I think in the afternoon. I hope I can remember. I want to remember. I'm going to try and remember. So if anybody's in the chat right now and wants to hear about bipolar disorder, my friend Jess has a channel, Our Bipolar, and she is doing a live tomorrow. I believe in the afternoon. Let me look. She's in Pittsburgh, I think. Where are you, Trey? Where do you live? Um, I don't think there's so many, I don't think I can, sorry, I'm responding to Cousin Curtis who said you're so strong for clearing up stigma from bipolar. I don't think like the stigma can ever be fully like smashed. I think people are always going to look at mental illness in a negative way. I wish they wouldn't. I think that the world has really missed some serious opportunities when it comes to people with mental illness. We are a society that has always looked at people with mental illness as possessed, a witch who should be burned at the stake, mad, useless, just somebody that should be thrown away. And there's some really, really incredible people who have done amazing things for artistry and society as a whole who had mental illness, like Isaac Newton. But we don't, as a society, recognize that at all. Like, what if we fostered people who had mental illnesses at a young age and we tried to exploit their not exploit, but utilize the capabilities that they do have? Maybe our world would look totally different, because a lot of us are really artistic and really intelligent and really capable of doing a lot of things. But when we don't have the support that we need, like the friendships or the family or the community, and we end up in mental hospitals alone or in jail, and we end up on the street and just completely thrown away, like how many people has society done that to that might have really contributed something special to the world? Like, there has been people, like, it has happened. My husband's in a meeting on the other room. Anyway, I think someone said they had a question. Let's see. Especially when you listen to John D too much. Like, I don't know what John D is. I don't wear leather. I'm vegan. I don't believe in, I take an ethical stance against cruelty to animals by not wearing them or consuming them or sleeping with them. Like, I really love animals. I grew up in a zoo. My dad managed a zoo as a kid, and animals was all I had in my life. And I learned that they are a little different than us, than like some of the things they do, but they're very much the same as us. And so I don't see animals as too much different from humans in terms that they're like sentient beings who think, hear, and feel things. And leather is actually not just a byproduct of meat. It's something that is specifically farmed. There are cows that they they're not fat cows, they're skinny cows, because the skin has to like hang off of them in India. And, or they go through India or something like that. Anyways, you got to look it up. But leather is also a product that humans grow, and it's horrible the things they do. So I don't use it. I knew someone with DID that was failed by the system multiple times. She'd go to a psych hospital for 2 weeks. Insurance would say they're no longer paying, and she gets discharged, and cycle repeats. Oh my gosh. Exactly. That happens to so many people. And like somebody with DID, like we should be like trying to figure out, like, because like I don't know, I just think like any different unique mind that can see the world differently or see something that you don't see should be examined, and we should see what we can collaborate and turn that into, you know. Maybe someday people will care about people with mental illness. I hope it's soon. But yeah, Trey, I love seeing your stuff on Substack. It's so nice to have a friend on there too, because on Substack it is like you're posting into a black hole. I have some subscribers on there. I think mostly people that have moved over from YouTube. But yeah, it's kind of a hard social network to break into, I find. And I think that's a pretty common thing that a lot of people find. I'm getting all stuffed up, you guys. So anyway, how is oh, I think Daniel had to leave. Yeah. Daniel had to leave. So there's still a few of you guys there. My husband's being so loud in the other room. I feel like I'm just sitting here staring at the chat. Oh, I like writing. It's great to have you over there. Oh, thank you. It's like in the evening, like all the, like I'm really becoming an old person. Like, you know, when you get allergies, you're becoming an old person. Anyway, I know I'm like super slow today. I'm just so chill, and I've been wasting my life all day. And I've been focusing my energy in a place where I shouldn't be. I'm really mad at somebody who wronged me, and I have been trying to resolve that situation by getting even with them. But not only that, like just like they did something really wrong to me, and I want to make sure that it's known before they do it to anyone else. And I feel that I have my right, and for a business to come after me and threaten me and repeatedly silence me, like it just makes me so mad. Hi, Anthony. So anyway, Trey, you're going to Jess's thing tomorrow. That's right. That's what I was going to do. I was going to go look at her channel and make sure I sign up for her live tomorrow. I don't think we're going anywhere. Let's see. 6:27. That's tomorrow, right? 6:27, 10 a.m. Okay, that's why. Is it 10 a.m. for me, or is it 1 p.m.? It says 10 a.m. So I guess I'll be notified. I don't know. But Jess is doing, it says on mine, it says scheduled for 10 a.m. But I don't know what that is where you are. I'm in California, so I'll be there tomorrow. I can try to remember to post 30 minutes. It will be 10 a.m. for you. Okay, cool. So yeah, 10 a.m. I will see about hanging with Jess, because she was in the last live And I don't get a chance to watch as many of her lives because I'm usually busy doing stuff because um, my husband's home on the weekends. But anyways, I'm totally like stuffed up. Does anybody have any questions about bipolar? Living with bipolar, or um, does anybody just need support in general about life and happiness and all of that? Um, I'm probably not going to be on that long because thank you, Cousin Curtis, for your question. Yeah, my nose keeps stuffing up. I've miraculously never been in a psych hospital. I should have been several times, though. How? How? You're like 40, right? When did you get diagnosed? I haven't asked you that. Trey. I got diagnosed at 40. And it was better late than never. But yeah, I've been in like 20 psych hospitals. Burnt Dookie. Gotta love the screen name. Anywho, yeah, so Trey, I've got a couple of like deep emotional things I want to write about. I wasted so much time today on social media, on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I think I went in on there, like all these different social medias. Oh shoot, my battery is going low. Hold on. Where is the cord so that I may charge? I'll just have to use this one. My phone, so it doesn't die on. Whoops. Whoa, look at that. Now I got the green screen. That totally wasn't intentional, but hey, maybe I'll keep it. Yeah. Seroquel. No, I'm not on Seroquel, but Seroquel is a common what? I don't even know what's going on. Sorry. Hold on, you guys. I'm trying to figure out how did this green screen come here? This one? This? Oh, there we go. Boom. Fixed it. I was like, what is that? How's that happening? Okay. There. Can you guys see me? It's weird lighting. The lighting is always weird in here. I have a ring light, but sometimes it's weird. And I'm wearing yellow, so that makes it even weird. Had to break that into 2 messages. Yeah, 40 hours highness meter. Dealt with severe. Yeah. I can only I can only imagine how difficult it would be on the dark side a majority of the time. Like what happens with a lot of people with bipolar disorder type 2 who experience a lot of cycling, a lot more frequent cycling. From what I've read, it's usually they frequently cycle more. And so there will be a lot more significant depression. And I don't know if you're type 1 or type 2, but I mean, no matter what, bipolar is awful. But Ryan, you're gonna be kicked out. Bye. Sorry, people put stuff in the chat. If I time you out and you come back and you still say something inappropriate, you will be kicked out. Hi, Gabby. Yeah. So how much have you written of your book, Trey? Did you see, you saw my article that I wrote, how I was like using Gemini to try to help me like edit my book and stuff? Solitude is Bliss said, did you ever have any traumatic head injuries as a child? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. I know that I fell in the pool. My dad caught me right away. At least that's the story I'm told. But I don't think I had any brain injuries, and I don't think like anything bad happened because I was swimming pretty young as a baby. So, I'm exploring. I'm exploring bipolar with my nurse practitioner and therapist right now, so it's not official yet. My nurse practitioner wants me to undergo a neuropsychological test. What kind of test? Griff mid sub to the council, map your genomes and take your blood pressure medication, folks. Huh. Slayer Gemini pose for, yeah, wasn't that a trip? Like, okay, like, it really killed me because I was really having fun using it, but like, so like, for those of you guys that don't know that I'm talking to Trey, I wrote my book about my memoir, about my life and everything, and all the bipolar episodes and everything, and I wrote the whole book start to finish. And I was ready to start with the editing process. And so I'm like, well, let me just ask Gemini what books are similar to mine. And so I started asking it questions like that, like, where would my book stack up to someone else's? What does it have that other books don't have? What does it need? Things like that. And so, but then I started asking it for help with grammar. And then I gave it very specific instructions that said, do not change any of my words, but fix the grammar on this and send it back to me. And I caught it like 2 times changing the words. And after that, I was like, I can't ever use this again. Oh, you're so welcome, Cousin Curtis. Thank you, Melanie. Wait, what? She sent me a couple of links and they are 8 to 10 hours long. The tests? What kind of tests? Like, I've never even heard of this. Like, there's got to be a name for that specific test, right? Have you taken any tests on your own online? Because there's like tests online you can like it won't tell you, like, it will say like, this isn't to diagnose you, but you might consider this seeing someone to get this type of diagnosis. But yeah, I've never had a psychiatrist make me take any kind of test. But it was pretty clear. My symptoms were pretty clear. I mean, I had obviously had psychosis, and I obviously had bipolar because it was cyclical, and it happened like several times. So, yeah. Done. Well, I hope you passed, Burnt Dookie. But anyways, I lost my thought. I am tired, you guys, and it doesn't look like, Trey, I feel like it's just me and you. So, And I don't have a whole lot to say other than I'm worried about being thrown in a mental institution and locked away forever because of the new administration. I know it's a crazy fear. It's just like everything that's happened, like you get scared about shit like that as an adult. And everything that's happening in the US and around the world is really creepy to me. It's freaky. It's always been freaky though. Anyway, I'm losing my ability to breathe here. Oh, hey, somebody gave me jewels. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Was that you, Cousin Curtis? It doesn't like tell me, but I thought I saw something that looked like a meme or something, but it doesn't always like show me right away. But anyway, thank you if you're still there. What are they doing out there? Oh, anyways, okay, so let me tell you about this new thing. And then I'm probably gonna go chill out because like I can't even think, and I don't want to like bore anyone. And my 20K shopping this year so far is being brushed as impulsive spending rather than looking at the totality of circumstances. That's weird. um, is there anything else that you did other than impulsive shopping, if what they're calling? I mean, $20,000 is a pretty big shopping spree. Is it something that you like? I did some pretty big shopping sprees when I was in bipolar mania. In fact, in every episode, the last one, I cleared out my retirement and stayed in expensive hotels and would go to Walmart and buy tons and tons of stuff. Shopping, it's such like a classic like manic symptom. But if she's saying if she's saying that's just impulsive spending, I don't know. I think it's good to just like let people try and do their thing, but if it doesn't make sense and you start feeling in your gut like, wait a minute, how is this helping me? Like Moss left a comment today on the channel, a really long comment about how, and I really appreciated her for doing this too because it really helps a lot of people. She was talking about her experience trying to get a therapist and trying to stay with a therapist, and she was talking about how she felt like a specimen. Like the therapist was just wanted to be fascinated by her stories that she would tell, and she didn't get empathy, and her insurance was constantly causing her to have to change her therapist all the time. So she was constantly having to start a new relationship with someone because if you have a mental illness, your therapist needs to be somebody that's really close to you that you feel comfortable with talking to. And so she was talking about how hard that is. And so it sounds like you're going through a situation similar to what she might have been going through, because she was saying how she would be asked to do these exercises or talk about these events that she has already addressed in her own personal life, and that the counselor would want to focus on that, and she'd be like, okay, are you just fascinated by this or something? Because I have already dealt with this. Let's move on. I want to work on this, this, and that. And so basically she was talking about not being listened to, and, you know, like I said, like being like a specimen rather than a human being. So therapists is really hard, and psychiatrists are really hard, and getting diagnosed, like, gosh. So they're still they're still confirming that for you. I hope they figure it out soon, and I hope that it's like I just hope that you can be well, you know, like, and figure it all out. His diagnosis is like the first place to start. Hi, Chris. I don't know what. I don't know. Anyway, if anyone has any questions, Olegendra. You can ask. I'm not going to tell you. I'm a grown-ass woman. How about that? Not that it doesn't really matter. I don't really care. Um, it's just off topic. But anyways, Trey, are you still there? I think I'm going to tap out, you guys. I feel like this has been a really unproductive live. I feel like I've lost my thought a lot. I feel like I haven't been able to provide much help other than cousin Curtis seemed to get some help or seemed to appreciate what I told him. So if that helped alone, then I have succeeded, because that is one of my goals, to teach people that bipolar disorder can make you do things that you would never, ever, ever otherwise do. And it should always be looked at like from a loved one. It should never be taken personally. Yeah, I don't know what's up with me today. I'm just tired. I've been in front of the computer too much. I'm focused on things that I shouldn't be focused on. I didn't meditate. I'm not in a healthy headspace today. But I really did want to come online, especially because I told Will the cat I was going to come online. I wasn't sure if they would make it, which is okay. But if Chanel happens to see this, I miss you, girl. I don't know where you went. I hope you're okay. I hope your dogs are okay, if you happen to see this. And anybody else that is watching, I appreciate you so much. I do have one question. I haven't slept for 3 days. I live way up in the mountains. Try to stay away from city. I love the woods. Hi, I'm a 5265. I'm in California, and I can barely breathe right now, and I am over 40. I live way up in the mountains, and I live near the beach and everything, and it's cool, and I'm happy. But yeah, I'm slightly out of it today, so I appreciate you so much, Trey, for hanging out and coming, and everyone else that came, and I appreciate you so much. If you are not subscribed to the channel, or if you want to learn more about bipolar disorder, please subscribe and let me know if you have any questions. I will post this video. I know it wasn't the best live because I'm kind of like spacey today, and there's probably a lot of boring parts. Maybe AI will have some sort of program to where it can just like chop out the boring parts and then make it so people want to watch it back later. Yeah, it was Cousin Curtis. Thank you so much, Cousin Curtis, for the coins. Thank you, Will. But anyway, hi, Sarah. But yeah, I was just going to tap out because it's almost 7 and my husband actually goes to bed at this time, and I've been a terrible host today. In reality, really. I mean, not usually this bad. Like, usually I'm more like prepared and stuff like that. And usually I have my peeps, but I didn't announce my my live, and I do have I have had a few of my peeps, so thank you so much, Trey. And Daniel. So yeah, so I'm gonna go. I have appreciated everyone that's been in the live. If you're still there, did I spell it? You don't have to have bipolar disorder. You don't want bipolar disorder, trust me. Anywho, I'm going to go. I appreciate you guys. If you are somebody that is struggling with mental health, or if you're struggling with not feeling like you can make it, you can't pay your bills, you hate your job, you are, you know, maybe going through a breakup, you are in the worst place you could ever imagine, your life sucks, and you just feel like you want to give up, don't. Because it's not going to get any lower than that. It's only going to go up, and it will, because everything goes back around. So do not give up. If you're feeling really, really bad, and like you might be in harm's way, go to your nearest hospital or call 988. But I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Thank Thank you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.